Right guys, welcome back. Okay, so today we're discussing merge in turn. When you're traveling along the roads in the UK, you'll find situations where you will need to merge or somebody will need to merge with you. How would you know this information? You'll either get a signboard, something like the sign on the left, so we can see this sign here warning us of children crossing. So you'll either see that sign, something similar to that, or what you may see is road markings on the floor with arrows pointing to the opposite side or your side, telling you to get into lane. Today we're going to come across this after the next roundabout. Now merge in turn simply implies exactly what it tells you. You merge in turn, a bit like a zipper lane. A zipper lane is a European or an American slang for exactly the same situation. If you would imagine three lanes parallel to each other, lane A, lane B and lane C. Your objective, as in the lane in lane A or in lane C, is to merge with lane A into lane B. If you are in lane C, your objective is to come into lane B and merge with lane A. If you are in lane A, your objective is to merge with lane C into lane B. Now usually the term zipper lane implies if you are the vehicle following the road ahead and if you see a car in your right door mirror, that means that vehicle is behind you. You would gently increase your speed slightly if it's safe to do so and let the vehicle come in behind you. If the vehicle is past your door mirror, it's classed as ahead of you. You would let the vehicle come in front of you and you would give him way, and you would then go behind that vehicle, making sure it's safe to do so. We will demonstrate that after the second roundabout. Sit tight and wait for the video. When on your driving test and you do not safely merge with the vehicle on your left or on your right, it is classed as a fault and more than likely a serious fault. It's important that when you are approaching situations where roads narrow, that you make effective mirror checks in both your left and right door mirror, and especially in your rear view mirror to see what's approaching. Now when we are travelling along this road, at the moment it's one lane. When the lane starts to divide into 2, 3 or 4, that's when it's important to look in your mirrors, especially if them said 1, 2, 3 lanes are going ahead. So if the lanes are going ahead, let's say there are 2 lanes going ahead, at some point they will merge into one lane, and that's where you would need to merge with the vehicle on your left or on your right. When driving instructors tell you to keep left, it's then easier to look in your right door mirror and merge with the vehicle. However, it's absolutely imperative that you are aware of your speed and that you travel at a safe speed for the road conditions and the environment that you're in. What does that mean to you? It means if you are traveling too fast, you would brake very heavy. You may not let the vehicle in front of you merge, therefore causing a potential accident. Also, if you are traveling too slow, you may not be able to merge with the vehicle behind you or in front of you, therefore causing a potential collision. So it's absolutely imperative that A, you are in control of your speed, B, you are aware of your surroundings, and C, you forward plan. Especially with large vehicles. Large vehicles take longer to merge. They may leave a bigger gap in front of them or behind them. That's not necessarily for you. It's because of the size of the vehicle and the blind spots that they may have. So it's important, if there's a large vehicle ahead of you or behind you, that you work with them and you have a little bit more empathy than you would with a, let's say, red car ahead of us, the Jeep. If you are merging with a cyclist, treat them like a car, treat them with respect. If you can see what the cyclist is doing, if he's giving you a clue, work that out. However, do remember, a cyclist can go from the left hand side to the right to the left if they feel vulnerable, or if they feel that they need to, or they are changing direction. So it's important that you look, you assess, you decide, and you act on the information that you have. So we're now looking at this sign, this roundabout sign. It's telling us that there are 3 exits on the roundabout and the airport is ahead of us. So we are following the signs for the airport. We are following the road ahead. We are on our way to Leeds. Here we would check our mirrors, left and right door mirror, especially the left. And the reason for that is we intend to keep left. We're now looking at the green traffic light, knowing full well it will more than likely go red before we get there. So we're not going to go too fast. The roads are congested. However, we can see the light changing colour. We're now looking at our mirrors, especially the door mirrors, and we centre the car into the centre of our lane. However, we can see that the driver took a wide turn, and the reason why he did that, there was a drain on the floor that's broken that we will end up possibly driving through. So we can see a sign there telling us that there's roadworks going on, and they're telling us that the roadworks are ahead of us. Generally speaking, your merge and turn and your lane filtering, your what else could we have? We could possibly have no overtaking over here. We could possibly have potentially be on the wrong side of the road, contraflow systems. So we're scanning the road and looking at how fast traffic is moving. Traffic is moving very, very slowly, and there are 2 lanes that are going ahead. That means possibly lane 1 and lane 2 will be merging. And there we are, past the black car. So ahead of us is a silver car, then a van, then a black car. After the number 30 sign, there is a sign saying merge in turn. That means we need to look in our right door mirror and to our right and assess the vehicles on our right. Now, more than likely, we possibly won't be merging with some of the vehicles due to A, where we are in the road. Secondly, the flow of traffic in our lane or their lane. So we're looking at the blue car in the left lane. That's gone over the red traffic light. Sorry, gone over the traffic light junction. And the grey car that stopped. Now that blue car will carry on. And this car's just gone through a red traffic light. The SV10 0DX. So that vehicle went through a red traffic light. And he did that just to get through the busy traffic. So now we're merging with vehicles on our right. So that means they and us are going to come into one lane together. So we're going to very, very gently follow the road ahead, making sure that we don't go through a red light. So that was a pedestrian crossing there. And we're looking at right door mirror at how these vehicles are working. Now, generally speaking, there's a white van after the silver car on your right. More than likely, he will merge with us. Now, we can also see a sign on the left, a yellow sign. You guys tell me what that sign means. It's telling us for half a mile there's something going on. So what we're going to do, we've decided we're going to let this white transit van on our right come into our lane. Now, he should be signalling left, but he's not. But we're going to leave a gap and he'll automatically understand what's going on. The yellow Mini behind him, which you cannot see at the moment, will come in behind us usually. So we're going to go a little bit quicker, but we're going to stay around the back of this white van and we're going to move slightly to the right. That's it. And this, what it's doing, it's narrowing the gap. Now the Mini will come in behind us. Now you can just see the white transit van come into the camera. And we're going to let him come in. Now he understands he can come in. And now he'll slowly start moving to the left. Normally they'd signal, so it's like a clear indicator of his intention. And the Mini that was behind him has now come behind us. Well, we hope he is. Now we can see the Mini in... Where's my mirror? There we are. We can see the Mini that's coming to our lane behind us. And you can see the white van that's come ahead of us. And that's reasonably how you merge in turn. Now don't worry if you're going to get it wrong a few times. Eventually you'll get it right. It'll work. You'll understand how traffic flow works. You'll also understand how some people simply will not merge in turn. They will merge when they want to, how they want to, and they'll just do what they want. It's important that you hold your nerve and you be patient, and if you feel that what they're doing is wrong, just bite your lip, and if you feel angry, park up and not get involved in that situation. So we can see with roadworks going on, the sign on the left is telling us no overtaking. So we cannot overtake a vehicle despite how fast they're going over. And the reason for that is the lanes are very narrow now, and on the right hand side there was extra road. They've now created a pavement on the right for somebody to walk up and down, especially with new housing estates being built. And that, ladies and gents, is how you merge in turn with the vehicle on your left or on your right. So we were merging with the lane on the right. You would do exactly the same if you're in the lane on the right, but you would signal left, knowing that you do not have priority. So the sign on the floor was telling the lane on the right to come into our lane, which was the existing ahead lane. So we had priority over that vehicle, but merge in turn simply implies that you be fair, patient and honest, and you work together. Thank you very much for watching the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe.